Hello everyone, I'm your instructor Benjamin, and I especially welcome you to another exciting video tutorial lessons with BlabenSolutions. So in today's video tutorial, we will be looking at how to create this amazing social media flyer design. So basically it's about you being able to create a flyer to market your product online, okay, especially on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and the others. But before we kickstart with this video, please do well to give this video a like and also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you've not yet subscribed. And also do well to leave your thoughts in the comment box below. I'm dying to see your thoughts, but hey guys, I don't get to see them. Please do well to do that, I beg you. So quickly, let's jump right into the video and let's begin. Alright guys, so welcome back into the world of Photoshop. So the first thing we need to do is to create our working space. Alright, so I would want to come to file, click on new, and with my dimensions I want to set both the height and the width to be equal. So in here I'm going to be using inches, and my resolution should be 300, and I'm going to set this to, let's say, 13 by 13 inches. Yeah, well, then I'm going to name this SM flyer. Then if we are done in here, that's all. So let's just click on create and okay, so I have some images that I would want to bring on board, and this is what the client is into. The sale of men's tie. The set is a set. So looking at this is what I have. So quickly I'm just going to hold one and bring it onto Photoshop. Then I'm going to rescale this to this size. I think this looks okay. Then I'm going to be placing this guy over here. Let me zoom out zoom in so we see. Okay, so you realize that the background is white, but the background for the image is a bit blur, kind of gray. So I'd want to have such gray background in order to make it blend a bit. Okay, so with my background layer selected, I'm going to click on my adjustment and click on solid color. Then I'm going to pick a sample from here, and there you have it. So you realize that even though I've made a selection, turn the background color to fit to what we have here, but yet still I don't have a perfect match. Looking at this portion, okay, but I'm just going to I'll be adding the vector mask to it. Then so to add the vector mask to it, make sure you select the image layer and click on this add vector mask. Then I'm going to be selecting my brush to use the square open and close square bracket on my keyboard to either increase or decrease the size of the brush. Then we make sure we select the vector mask here on our layer. Then I'm just going to drag and clean this portion. But before you get this work done nicely, make sure your your foreground color and your background color. So the foreground color has to be black, not black as in the color should be black, yes. That will help you hide portion of the image, and so if the foreground color is white, meaning you are revealing portions of the image, and if it's black, you're hiding portion of the image. I have a video on how to use the vector mask, so if you've not watched it, kindly watch up here. A link will be left in the description below so you can check it out and know how to use the vector mask. So continuing with our video, I'm just going to click here and clean this whole portion. So I realized that with the size of my brush, if I try cleaning, it kind of creates this whitish thing on my on the tie, and the tie is what we want to sell out there. So I don't want to make this or create that look on it. So what I'll do is, it has already created it, right? So what I'll do is to reduce the size of my brush. There you go. and make sure I turn my foreground color to what? Black. White, in order to reveal the portion that I just hidden. That I just hid. You can use the shortcut key X to do that, and you realize that the foreground color is now white. So just make sure you've selected the vector mask in here, and just you're not cleaning, but you're just brush on top of the tie. We are selling tie, so that is what we want. That is the awareness we want to create. We don't want to do anything to tarnish the tie. Then I'm going to hit back on X to get rid of this portions that we have in here. Great. And I'm going to do same for this top most part of the image. Yeah. All right. So my image is looking good. So let me hold and drag this guy over here this way. And now we have this looking good for us. The next thing I'm going to do is do some typing. The name of the brand is Spring of Fragrance or something. Spring Fragrance. So I have the text items here. So Spring of Fragrance collections. I'm just going to copy and paste them over here. Now that I've pasted my Spring of Fragrance in here, I'm going to be working with a font name Shoulders, Big Shoulders. All right. So I'm going to have extra bold, and I'm going to turn it to caps. Sorry about that. Then with the color, I'm going to be picking a color from this. So the hexa code is 09193B. That is the hexa code for the color. Then I'm going to be typing the collections. Okay. With the collections, I'm going to be using a font by name Artisan. The Artisan. Okay. Then I'm going to increase the size, and I'll make sure I turn this. I bolden it. Sorry, not turning it anywhere, by bolding it. And I'm going to use the same color. 09193B. So that is that part for the brand name. Then the next thing I have in here is to type in dress to impress. I'm going to use the same font style that I use the big shoulder. I'm going to use bold. Then let's paste this over here. I'm gonna turn this to caps. Then bring the impress down, and I'm going to align this to the left, not aligning it to the center or right on. And once again, I don't need the 2, so I'm going to get rid of the 2. Then let's increase the size of the font. Then with my font property here, I'm going to decrease the leading. So let's just drag this guy up. So I'm just decreasing the leading part of it. Okay, so that is how it will look like. And maybe I can increase the font. So Control T, just hold and drag. Yeah, that is what I just did. And I'm going to be typing the 2 once more. I just didn't want the 2 to be with it, so I'm going to make this extra bold. Sorry about that. Black, yeah, black. And I'm going to change the color to something. Is it pinkish red or reddish pink? Well, anyhow, it might look nice. So dress to impress, yeah. And the next thing I would want to do is to bring in what we have here. It says what? Men's tie at unbeatable price. Then with this, I'm going to change the font to Montserrat medium italic. So I don't need the caps to be on. I don't need it to be bold. So this is how I want it to be. So men's tie at unbeatable prices. So I'll be reducing the font size of this guy and replacing them here. But you realize that if someone says this design, the person might think, well, we are into the sale of suit, okay, but that is not what we want to sell. So I'm going to, make the ties in here stand out. All right, so it says what? Dress to impress, men's tie at what? Unbeatable prices. Now in here, there's one last thing that I would want to, fix in here. That is the contact details. But before I get in the contact details, I have other images that, well, I might want to feature. An image such as this. Let's see if this works best. Then we will just, place it in here. If it doesn't fit, we'll just take it off. So one last thing that I would want to do in here is to, create a portion where I will be adding my contact detail and maybe the services that we have in here. So you realize that with this, I already have this style over here and this is looking good. So I wouldn't want to, bring this entire thing. So let me zoom in. Then what I'm going to be doing is to go in for my lasso tool and make some selection so that I get rid of the portion where I don't need. Okay, so with this, I'm just going to add the add vector mask, and you realize that this is what we have. I don't need this portion, so I'm just going to hit Control I, then to get back what I need. Great. Then in here, before I do that, let me zoom out. Before I do that, let me go in for my rectangle shape. Then let me put this way. I'm going to be needing a color of the same color over here, so I think this is it. Great. Then I'm going to be dragging this down a bit. I don't need it too big. Okay, great. Then what I'm going to be doing is just copying and pasting what the telephone number. But before, let me do that for the what you're going to get when you sorry for that. So let me copy this and paste this inside this way, and reduce the font size to something small. Okay, can I bring, okay, I can equally bring this guy here. Then I'm going to be placing them over here this way. Right, great. So let me see if I can make this auto. Alright, so the leading is, sorry, I'm putting the leading back to auto as in the default as it is, or as it were. Then I'm going to leave this guy looking good over here this way. Then I'm going to add a custom shape. So a custom shape of correct this guy over here. Then hold your shift key and let's draw something this way. I will be using less than the stroke off, and with the fill I'm going to be using something similar to what I have in here. So let me make the sample selection. Great. So now that I'm done with that one, I'm just going to duplicate the correct Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of today's video tutorial. This is what we've been able to come up with, and I believe you've learned something new in here. If you did, please do well to give this video a like, and I also believe that by now you would be able to create some stunning flyer or poster design for your social media in order to market your business. So please do well to give this video a like, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Until I come your way next time, there's still BlabenSolutions, and see you in the next video. I'm out.